Well, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, wherever you are and whenever you are joining us. It's good to be with you. So today we are going to do something new. It is called Tritaka Sadhana, which means to gaze steadily. It is a focused attention practice as opposed to an open awareness practice. It's a focused attention practice. So you're bringing your attention to a single point for a period of time. And today, our single point of attention is going to rest on a candle or a candle flame. And this practice, if you're not familiar with it, originated in India back in the 15th century. It has been associated with a range of benefits, one being enhanced concentration, reduced stress, anxiety, increased focus. There was even a study that was done back in 2014, 2015, with elderly participants who practiced this type of meditation for each day for a period of a month, and they saw improved cognitive ability. So there's something to this, and I'm excited to have us share it today. So Tritaka meditation is also really good, or known to be good, for the third eye, this point right here. It's a great place for generating, or way for generating new insights, new awareness, a clearer vision. And I thought with the full moon lunar eclipse that we just had just behind us and a load of possibility before us, what a more perfect time and a more potent time to use the transformational power of the flame to let go of what no longer serves us. So a couple of things about candle gazing. If you have a busy mind, which I feel like most people I talk to do, the flame might be really helpful for you in terms of concentration because it does offer a single point of focus, kind of like a mantra. You know, I think of it a little bit like a mantra, or if you close your eyes and you focus on a particular object or a color, or even if you focus on a sound, it just gives you something, gives your mind something to do while you're meditating. If you haven't done an open eye meditation before, it might be a little challenging because your eyes can water. You might notice that you have more impulses to blink rather than fewer, and that's normal. Whatever happens is normal, as I say. So just notice what's true for you as you're doing this meditation. The cool thing is if you can stick with this practice, you can settle into the practice and you can quiet the brain without giving the brain any more sensory input, like what comes in through the eyes. More and more of your peripheral vision fades away. So you're kind of here. It sort of fades away until you have no visual awareness whatsoever. And what is in front of you is just the candle flame and you. And over time, those two things start to merge together. So in essence, you become one with the flame. And that requires both the visual stillness, but also the mental stillness. And just, you'll notice, you'll play with it maybe today a little bit as you move your eyes around, or maybe start to flood your brain again with images that can disappear. But then if you return to the gazing over and over again, you can find that place of oneness. So as always, I say, don't try too hard to have a certain experience and let go of any expectations. Really, because this is a new meditation, probably for most of you, and you haven't done this before, just approach today's experience with a beginner's mind and just be open to receiving whatever arises for you today. Okay. So we're going to get started. And if you haven't done so already, go ahead and get a candle and a lighter or match. And just take a minute to pause the recording if you are tuning in later to go do that. And then when you return, go ahead and light that candle. And I encourage you now, in addition to lighting the candle, to dim the lights and just take a minute to set the candle in a place where it's going to be easy to view, easy to gaze at. And so, what I would suggest is that you position it at eye level or maybe just a little bit below, about 2 feet away from you. I'm going to go ahead and put mine up a little higher so that I can just be paying some attention to you and the candle. And the main thing is when you're looking at the candle, you just want it to be comfortable. You don't want to be craning your neck like this or like this. You just want to settle in like you normally would for any meditation. And maintaining that upright and alert posture. So settle into a comfortable seat. And before we begin the gazing part of the meditation, you might want to shrug your shoulders, set anything down that you might have in your hands. Maybe move your neck a little bit to release any obvious tension. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and close your eyes for a moment and let the face and the shoulders and the back be soft. Noticing the contact points between you and the seat or the support beneath you. Perhaps the contact points at your back, if there are any. And the contact points beneath your seat. Tuning in to your feet, either underneath you or resting on the ground. And allowing yourself to settle into this moment. Releasing anything that came before this, anything to come. And gifting yourself this time, this space just for you to tap into your interior, your wisdom. Perhaps you might want to take some long, deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose, settling the nervous system, training the brain to be right here in this moment. Nowhere to go, nowhere to be. Just here. Letting your breath return to a natural rhythm. Melting away any tension in the body. And letting yourself be supported. When you're ready, you can bring your awareness to the candle in front of you, opening your eyes and resting them on the flame, allowing that image to occupy your mind. Tuning in to the details of the flame. Notice the size of the flame. perhaps the shape, the quality of the flame. As you begin to gaze steadily at the flame, notice what's true for you and your body. Noticing any areas of physical intention or tension. Places of ease. What do you notice about your eyes as you gaze at the flame? If they begin to water or blink, welcome everything, resist nothing. Simply return your attention to gazing at the flame. Perhaps tuning in now to the movement of the flame. Noticing if it shifts left and right, if it flickers. Perhaps, like the body, it expands and contracts. Notice any shadows, any patterns that the glow of the flame might cast outward into the room. Notice if the patterns change or shift at all. Continue softening your gaze, tuning in more and more deeply to the flame. Sensing the mind resting, and the eyes resting. To know where to go, no place to be. It's you and the flame. Letting the body melt into the surface beneath you. Just like the wax of the candle softening melting, giving way. Whatever comes into your field of awareness, it's perfect. Begin now to tune into the path of the breath as you gaze at the flame. Notice how the breath moves in through the nostrils, into the chest or belly, and out through the nostrils. The natural expansion and contraction of the lungs, the belly. And with each breath, feeling its natural rhythm. Tuning into the sensation of the entire body being breathed. On your next inhale, see or imagine the warmth and light of the candle moving in through the nostrils, bringing a glow, bringing that warmth into your interior. And as you exhale, releasing any thoughts, emotions, feelings, or sensations that no longer serve you. As you move the breath through the nostrils, imagine it going straight into the flame. Perhaps saying to yourself, I release fear, or I release pain. I release this tension that no longer serves me. Whatever it is that you wish to release and be transmuted by the flame, you're welcome to do so now. Inhaling warmth, exhaling what you wish to release and transmute. Perhaps you release the same thing with each exhale. Perhaps it's something different each time. Welcome it all. And with each round of breath, imagine purifying your interior, making space for what is new. If any thoughts come in, as they always do, Return your attention to the flame and the breath. You're welcome to continue gazing at the flame if you would like to, or you can close your eyes. You can release the breathing technique. And if you decide to close your eyes, notice the difference between having your eyes open and gazing, and now to have the eyelids cover the eyes, to have the eyes clothed in darkness. Notice how your body might feel having released what no longer serves you. Take a moment now in this stillness to fully embody this new version of you in the light of the full moon. You might ask yourself the question, who am I? Who is this one looking through my eyes? Letting the question ripple throughout your being. Noticing what, if any, answers might meet the question. No need to force or try to find an answer. Only bringing your awareness to this moment, your full attention to the present moment, in the next moment, in the next moment. We'll rest in this place for a few more moments, and I'll keep track of the time. Releasing the questions now and allowing yourself to bask in this stillness. Do not try to save the world or do anything grandiose. Instead, create a clearing in the dense forest of your life and wait there patiently until the song that is your life falls into your own cupped hands and you recognize and greet it. Only then will you know how to give yourself to this world so worthy of rescue. As this meditation comes to a close, I invite you to gradually bring your awareness back into your surroundings, into your environment. Perhaps tuning in to some sounds, both near and far. Tuning in to your feet beneath you on the floor. Bringing some gentle movement back into the body. Perhaps a gentle swaying, bringing back the mind or the thought of the flame. Perhaps stretching into the space around you, just like a flame when it expands. And when you're ready, you're welcome to blink your eyes open. Perhaps revisiting the flame. Perhaps taking in your surroundings with fresh eyes. I want to thank you for joining me today. If you're so inclined to bring your hands or palms together, thumb knuckles at the breastbone. I want to thank you again for joining me The light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Namaste. We'll see you next time.